Rocksmith Plus, the new subscription service that teaches you to play electric, acoustic, and bass guitar through your favorite songs, is launching on PC September 6th. To learn more about the music learning service, we spoke with Music Content Director Anthony Martinez. So why did the team decide to make Rocksmith Plus?
So, although we were very pleased with the 7 years of DLC support that we had for Rocksmith 2014, we knew that the foundation of the software itself made it harder and harder to support as the years went on. With Rocksmith Plus, we wanted to build a stronger, more future-proof foundation to build a live service on, something that would allow us to expand the song library by the thousands and offer new learning opportunities to players for years to come.
So how has the technology for Rocksmith Plus evolved since Rocksmith?
So first off, players can now play along to Rocksmith Plus on PC using our phone as mic technology within the Rocksmith Plus Connect app. That means that all players can experience the benefits of Rocksmith's state-of-the-art note detection technology and real-time feedback without the use of any peripherals. In addition, our new adaptive difficulty system makes it easier for beginner and intermediate players to get started. The new technology is able to adapt to players' skill levels by measuring the total sum of their abilities rather than catering to an individual song performance. What this means is that once you've shown Rocksmith Plus that you know a specific technique or chord, you'll start to see those elements more quickly across all songs. Adaptive difficulty does a really great job of encouraging players to reach beyond what they know, to try new techniques. And if it senses that the player might be struggling a little bit with those techniques, it'll dial back the difficulty, offering a very personalized approach to music learning.
So how many songs will be available at launch, and how often will songs be added?
Well, I'm very excited to share that we're going to be launching Rocksmith Plus with more than 5,000 songs, which is many times more than we ever released on Rocksmith 2014. We plan to add more songs as well as feature updates every month. The Rocksmith Plus library also offers way more genres than we ever offered before, including rock, metal, pop, regional folk music. We have a ton of music that's performed in different languages around the world. It's very exciting.
So Rocksmith Plus has many features and tools for learning, but which ones do you think are the most important to highlight?
Rocksmith Plus features a variety of video lessons and practice tracks that acoustic and electric bass and guitar players can use to learn the skills that they need to play any song in the Rocksmith Plus library. On top of that, if players are really interested in taking a deeper dive into some of the content, they can utilize Riff Repeater. Players can access Riff Repeater by simply pausing a song, and from there, they have the ability to adjust difficulty settings and even the speed if they really want to slow things down. Within Riff Repeater, players can enable a feature called Note by Note. Effectively, Note by Note asks players to perform each note within a musical passage correctly before the note way advances again. And it's a great way for beginner players to learn their first riff or song, and also a great way for advanced players to learn more complex solos.
So what makes Rocksmith Plus unique as a guitar learning service?
Well, for starters, we're the only product on the market that has such a vast and diverse library of licensed master recordings. So these aren't sound-alikes or MIDI versions, but the legacy and contemporary recordings that everyone knows. That's a very special experience to be able to offer players who want to learn the actual songs. On top of that, our unique 3D Noteway, it provides a very nice visual for various techniques, including bends, which might get lost in translation if you're trying to read a tablature, for example.
What does the future of Rocksmith Plus look like after launch?
Rocksmith Plus is here to stay. Each month we plan to release new songs, feature updates, and more, all of which is included in the subscription. And on top of that, we're looking forward to releasing Rocksmith Plus on iOS and Android later this year.
So what are some of your favorite songs to play on Rocksmith Plus?
So my top 3 songs are Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick Derringer, and Hollywood Dreams by Miguel. And I will say the first 2 are sort of near and dear to my heart because I actually note tracked those years ago. When you spend a lot of time with songs and you really dive into those bass and guitar arrangements and you note track them, you have a different musical relationship with that material. And I'll just never forget the experience that I had while working on those songs. Miguel's Hollywood Dreams is a fantastic song. It's interesting. It's off of his album Wild Heart, and to me that sort of represents the cross-section of R&B and psychedelic rock. And it introduces a very cool sounding guitar riff, and I feel like the song is also a great representation of how we're diversifying the catalog.
Do you have any tips for new players who are just getting started?
I would say have fun. You know, think about those things that compelled you to want to learn how to play guitar and bass in the first place. You know, music learning and practicing guitar and bass is certainly a passion of mine. I've enjoyed it ever since I was in the 8th grade. And so, yeah, I would just say have fun and enjoy your time with Rocksmith Plus.
Rocksmith Plus is available on PC exclusively through the Ubisoft store on September 6th and will be available on mobile later this year. For more on Rocksmith Plus, head to news.ubisoft.com.
Rocksmith Plus, interactive music learning, available September 6th. Sign up for updates at rocksmith.com.